As Shakespeare once said, sugar is to fruit as butter is to steak. He knew that the carnivores would add butter to their steaks because there's not enough fat in meat, even though we're designed to run on fat. Why are all the animals lean? Don't worry about that. Shakespeare knew that we would evolve one day from being meat-eating scum up into a higher realm of fruitarian wisdom. But sometimes the fruit isn't sweet enough, so I add a little help in the form of refined sugar, and I will explain to you why that is the superior path to the butter lard people.
He's in the ocean. He's in the ocean.
So I just ate 2 cantaloupes covered in about 1/4 cup of maple syrup. I've heard that you should only eat melons alone. That's a lie. I just ate them with maple syrup. They're way better. Who told that story? So I think we're all in agreement that our body runs on sugar. It prefers that. There are backup sources. You could turn fat into ketones, and that can supply about 80% of your needs. And then the rest comes from turning protein into sugar. You'll live. It's a stress. It's very cortisol intensive, very adrenal, stabby. It's a backup fuel. It's not meant to be how, like, look at all the plants. They're all carbs designed for us. Anyone? God? Making your fantasy world? But it's not all rainbows and kitten monkeys in the sugar world. It can be tough to get rid of your insulin resistance and have perfect blood sugar control. I've been testing it over the past 3 weeks, and I've noticed that whenever I eat a fruit meal with a ton of sugar, my sugars come right down. It's fantastic. It's the starch meals that get me. And just eating too much can be a problem. I don't really subscribe to the whole smash it in at all times. I'm trying to do that. I did that in the beginning. I was overloading. I was having rice with jam and sugar everywhere and adding 1/4 cup. I did that this morning actually. But I seem to have a limit. So I'm just playing in that realm, but for the most part, eating nothing but carbs all day long, my sugar is still in below normal temperatures. So I'm good to go here. I'm always under 140, just the odd time after a rice dinner, I'll see it just 142, and it'll annoy me. Even though that's probably normal enough, I want to be down below 120 or something, but starch just takes longer to digest. That's all it is. They want 2-hour blood sugar readings because they assume you've digested that meal. They didn't take into account that you were gonna binge on a giant, you should see my meals sometimes, all these potatoes, and my God, it's a lot. So it's still digesting 2 hours later. It might not even be diabetes at that point. It's just binging. But as someone who's played both sides of the fence, I've swung on both teams, you know what I mean? Not sexually with men. I mean sugar versus fat. Where was your mind going, monkey? So I know the theories of everyone, and the carnivores, if you just eat meat, that's a bit too much protein. You're gonna be in this weird gluconeogenesis state. You're burdening the kidneys, so much ammonia. It's ridiculous. So most of them, the common sense ones, add fat to their meat. They'll add butter to their steak, frickin' lard in there, suet. There's not a ton of fat sources. It doesn't make a lot of common sense. It's hard to even get an animal to be that obese, but whatever. If you let a sheep live long enough, it will get fat. So enjoy your elderly sheep meat. I'm with you on it. Enjoy. But when I'm adding maple syrup, organic coconut sugar to my meals, little blackstrap molasses, people are like, what are you doing? That's refined sugar. It's the same thing the carnivores are doing. We're just kind of supplementing energy. That's all it is. Carnivores, big steak, a lot of butter. You should be burning fat for fuel, not protein. Protein's dirty burning. So it's mostly listen to Stephanie Keto Person. She's all about the lard. She's having scoops of lard. It's gross, man. It's so gross. But whatever, it works for her, and some of her clients don't die. I'm just adding what should be there in my Costa Rican future. I should be having super ripe fruit, and you taste it, and it's wow, that's good. But sometimes I taste things and it's I don't get the wow. I get the, okay, maple syrup, wow. There it is. Sugar in and of itself is not a bad thing. It's usually because it's added to to muffins. It's added to cake. All this fat and refined flour and oils, and like the mixture of it is what's wrong. Is there studies saying, oh my God, these people who were eating fruit and added sugar, they died. Oh, they all died. It was so tragic. Like, there's no studies. Just try it for yourself and measure your blood sugar. Is it coming down? So it's just a delicious supplement, unlike your lard and your butter, which has no taste. Well, I love butter. Do you? You love salted butter. Be real with yourself. On steak, no one just eats butter. People do it, and you're freaks. I have some maple syrup on its own. It's just like, it's sinfully good. It's almost too good. It's like, wow, I shouldn't do that. That's so good. So I did a little experiment here. On my right, God's side, is the sugar path. On Satan's side is the fat path. So we have 600 calories of 3 different fat and sugar sources each. We got butter, lard, and beef suet for my raw meat freaks. And then we have maple syrup, molasses, and coconut sugar for the sugar homies. Now the funniest thing is I get more protein than you. You suck at life. Where do you get your protein? My answer is now going to be molasses. For some reason, there's 3 grams of protein in there. That's my protein powder. It's not a powder. But look at the nutrient difference. It's insane. Like, people are saying, oh, refined sugar. There's no nutrients in there. Like, depends on your source, isn't it? Like, maple syrup is pretty high in zinc, surprisingly. And then blackstrap molasses, that's ridiculous. That's basically a multivitamin mineral supplement. Like, there's so much in there, and even coconut sugar has a tiny touch of something. But on the fat side, what do you get? Other than artery clogging saturated fat, that's cool. But you get like a tiny bit of vitamin A. That's not even a good thing. That type of vitamin A, that causes stuff. A tiny little bit of vitamin E, like minuscule amounts, like 1% of this trace elements. To me, there's a lot of benefits actually adding the sugar sources to my fruits, because I get more calories with less fiber. That gives my digestion a little break. If you go like just all fiber all the time, that can be tough for some people with SIBO and the candidas, and they're fighting down there, and too much fiber can just, the FODMAPs. So it's like, you take that equation out, you're just supplementing. It's almost like a juice fast. You're just adding easy to digest sugar sources. And to me, quality is everything. Like, I focus on organic. This is organic maple syrup, dark variety. Like, it's the darkest, most mineral dense version of it. Blackstrap molasses is, you don't even want to take too much of that. I think it's so potent in protein, like too much calcium, if anything. So that's just like a teaspoon of that. That's my supplement. But I bought a big bag of organic cane sugar, and I'm not getting just refined GMO corn sugar. Like, if you just get, granulated sugar, sure, it's cheaper, but where did it come from? It should still be important to health nuts. We're not having the gummy worms. I'm not eating Sour Patch Kids. Like, that's a joke if you think that's healthy. Like, I'm not adding ketchup to my rice. There's salt, and then, you know what, salt? So I don't think there's much of an argument against adding some of this high quality processed sugary substances to your meals in otherwise addition to whole food meals, fruits. Very healthy, just a little sweetness in there, and minerals and nutrients. It's not like just empty calories. If you got the GMO corn sugar, then maybe, okay, that's nothing. That's emptiness and just weird energy patterns from Bill Bates. I don't know, man, he needles in there. But to me, it's not extreme. It's just humans devising ways to get more calories from nature in an easier way. So you can have a bottle in your fridge that lasts a good long time. You can just supplement your meals with it, and it's tasty. Like, who figured out, if I just tap this tree with a tube thing, well, this water is coming out. Like, who knows? Some native in our old times, he's like just listening to the forest. If you hit me, I will bleed water into you. He's like, what? I don't want to hurt you, but wow, it's like, and then someone boiled it. It was like, oh man, it's frozen. Oh no, you left it on too long. What the hell? What is this liquid? Maple syrup. What a mistake. Everything we've ever learned has been a mistake. That's the truth. Every song I've ever made, the best parts have been a mistake. I'm like, whoops, what? Huh? Just mistake your way to success, that's all I know. So to me, adding a little maple syrup to my fruit makes way more sense than stabbing a pig in the heart, letting it bleed out on my carpet, dragging its dead body across the dirt. Why is there dirt in my house? That's another video. Cutting its body up, putting that in the fridge for a couple weeks and letting it weird and let the worms come out. Seasoning it. Eating Bambi. Adding his mother's milk to it after I took everything out of it, made it into a creamy liquid with nothing left in it. So that is the path we explore right now. Still testing blood sugars, trying to get the dinner meals to come down even faster. And then I do believe I will have perfect baby boy skin, because I still get eruptions, things aren't perfect, but I'm exploring this realm and seeing and devising and measuring, because I can see it on paper. Sugars are still high in the starch evening meals. Slightly, I mean still below normal, but I have perfection in mind here. So like we're just making minor tweaks. Do I need to eat less later at night? I do believe that is the key. Eat your biggest meal for breakfast, perhaps. Perhaps thumb the video up. You've mistakenly thumbed it down today because you once pet a bear. It's nice of you. They are furry, yes, but they are machines of terror. They have claws. They can rip your weak, sugar-deficient flesh from your bones in the night. So eat a little more sugar, then you can share it with the bear. He's not going to kill you like a salmon. Thumbs? Bitcoins? Thank you. Subscribe for more videos, Alex.